Hi everyone, I'm Miguel and this is Chris. Welcome back to PK Online, and we are talking about all things, or most things, crate training.
Perfect. So this isn't a video to convince you to crate train your dog. This is mainly a video for people that want to learn about crate training and I guess the how-tos, pretty much. So here I would like to touch on quickly the whys. Really simply, I said if you're against it, you think it's cruel, don't watch. It doesn't really apply to you, but the whys are really simple. So first and foremost, it gives your puppy an area where they can be safe, and it makes toilet training a lot easier. If your dog ever has an injury, they need to be crate trained. So you want to make sure they're prepared for this, not when they have to be in a crate for 4 to 6 weeks post-cruciate surgery. This is the wrong time. Your dog goes to a vet, they're going to be put in a crate. They go to a groomer, they're going to be put in a crate. You travel on an airline, they're going to be put in a crate. In a car, ideally the dog should be in a car harness or in a crate. Sound phobias, the list just goes on and on and on. So that's it in terms of why. Let's get to the how-tos.
How-tos. Honestly, with this one, a lot of people probably mess this up and they expect too much too soon from dogs. So you really want to make sure that when you first start introducing crate training, of course, you make it a positive thing like everything else that we introduce.
Yeah.
Look, there's 100 different ways you could crate train. I suppose these are just some of the ways we like to use, and we like to keep it pretty simple. So you could start off with using high-value food or food that your dog will eat anyway. Lure the dog into the crate, or even probably pop him in there. Close the door, but don't leave just yet. This is probably where a lot of dog owners start off. They think crate training is just this automatic plug-and-play thing that you put the dog in there, it's just meant to like it. It's just not how it works. So one of the ways you could start crate training is make it a positive thing by having food, pop the dog in there, close the door, don't leave, feed it a few pieces through the crate, right? Once the dog's pretty chill, you can look to release it out of there. I personally like to make sure that the dog's not busting out of it, and then you're back at the start. You can do that for X amount of time. Yeah, maybe 10 minutes to begin with.
Yeah, perfect. So just to add to that as well, so yeah, when the dog's actually calm in there, I'm really big on rewarding a fair bit, like Mick said. And for me, it's also really important as well that when you let the dog out of a crate, that you don't carry on or make this overly excitable. Because what happens so many people is the dog's in the crate, there's no human contact or attention. The second they get out of a crate, oh, Bobby, mummy loves you so much, he gets all this attention. So of course the dog then wants to get out of a crate. So I make sure that when the dog comes out of a crate, this is an absolute non-event. I generally wait about 30 seconds and then I rinse and repeat. So a few other things as well, I guess this is where I've changed over the years. I know back in the days with crate training, I used to be very cut and dry. It's like, yep, in the crate you go, and that was it. I'm glad to say I've evolved or grown since then.
Really good.
Yeah, and so I now generally try to take my time with it a lot more. So instead of putting the dog in a crate initially or a puppy, they're in a new environment, that's when I generally utilize a playpen or a laundry with a baby gate to make life a little bit easier. Because your dog doesn't have to be crate trained overnight. Mm-hmm. It's just the way it is. So what I like to do as well, if you're not rushing, there is no rush. Being able to have a crate in your dog's area, have a bed in there, make it comfortable. So the main thing so many people do is they stuff up with crate training is, let's say for example, it's in the laundry, yeah? Now, they go for a crate, they have this shitty thin little mat in there. Outside of a crate, they have this beautiful plush bed. Now, of course, which one's a dog going to choose?
Yeah, or even an outdoor toilet sometimes.
Yeah.
Somehow the indoor toilet, fed grass patch ends up being more cozy than the crates.
So you really want to make sure that the crate is the most comfortable place to be. So let's say you're setting it up in the laundry. I don't have any other bedding apart from a nice comfy bed in the crate. And also as well, what I like to do with some dogs just can help, some dogs doesn't mean anything. You can also put an item of your clothing in there. So like a towel or something like that you've used, an old shirt, just have a little bit of sense in there. It makes it a little bit easier. And that's where we also do like as well. So we did a video on this with stylish hounds, using a crate cover. That way it just makes it a little bit more den-like, a little bit more secure for your dog. And to be honest with you, that's pretty much it. So what Mick said earlier, and he just starts to then expand on that. So initially you're in a room with a dog, you're rewarding, they're comfortable. You go out for a couple of minutes, you come back, go out for a couple of minutes, come back. Minutes turn into lots of minutes, turn into hours. Off you go. That's it in a nutshell.
That's it. We can make this video really long.
Yeah.
But if you want more, let me start again. If you've got any more questions or want us to expand on this, of course, chime in and we're happy to do so.
Yeah, just jump onto the Facebook group, ask your questions there, and easy done. Thank you.